Oh my gosh.
Good rep.
Good rep. That was probably the worst rep I've ever done.
Good rep.
Oh. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day here in the UK. Obviously not, but it is a beautiful chest session. We're actually going to be doing push today, which is chest and shoulders. I do like to do chest on its own and shoulders on its own, but today we're combining them together. All right, let's just get stuck in this. I'm absolutely freezing out here. Got to get warmed up. I don't know why I'm wearing shorts. I got a fresh tattoo as well. You can see it's all peeling. I've got another one on the inside of my bicep, which is extremely tough for me, because it's the only kind of non-tattooed part of my body. And it's like the biceps, obviously you want to show those gains. And I got the inside of my bicep done, but it's something meaningful. So, you know, who's that sexy guy? Oh, but look at this face here. Look at the face. Big old push workout about to go down. I usually do chest separate and shoulders separate, but my training partner's got a competition coming up, so I'm kind of following his workouts more, but I will be focusing on my chest a little bit more in this workout. Over my years of training, I've always lacked in my chest growth until a couple of years ago when I made a simple adjustment and it changed everything, which I'll show you in this video a bit later. So if you're lacking in your chest gains, this tip is gonna help you 100%. Gosh, we're just talking about how I ruined my back again. So for like 5 months, I've had like a bad lower back and it just got better by doing the key to fixing it basically was hyperextensions. You wouldn't believe it, but just hyperextensions and stretching. And then yesterday I was looking at the T-bar row. I was like, it feels good. I'm gonna go back in, you know, T-bar row, bang. And then my back just went again. So right now I'm walking around like a 90-year-old man. God, I've already got gray hairs. You wouldn't believe it. We got new dumbbells in the gym. Just a couple, but I mean, I've been training here, what, like 10 years? Probably longer than that. The dumbbells have never changed. Goodness. Is that possible?
Do they move better?
Yeah, they actually do. They feel well good. You know, I feel good. Oh, you got the band. I feel naked today because I didn't bring a gym bag, stupidly. So in this workout, we're gonna be doing chest first, an exercise for chest, and then we're gonna do an exercise for shoulders, and then we're gonna kind of superset them together afterwards. But the first exercise is kind of just really demolishing each area. So demolish the chest, demolish the shoulders, and then superset higher reps towards the end. For ages when I was training chest, I just tried to keep up with everyone with the same heavy weights doing bench press. But the moment I lowered the weight and really focused on mind to muscle is when my chest started to grow. Stop ego lifting. Still my warm up. Ooh, baby. When it comes to the warm up, it's pretty much the same with every single muscle group. I'll do kind of my rotator cuffs, 5 to 10 minutes on the cross trainer before. Obviously the key is to do your warm up sets. So I'll do the same exercise I will be doing for my first one, do 3 to 4 kind of lighter sets, working up in weight. So we did 22s, 30s, 35s, then we're gonna go into the working sets. But it's key to work up, but avoiding failure. And these are the 12-year-old weights, as you can see. We working. Now this is the muscle group. I get absolutely bitched by James. Literally, the weights he can do compared to me. I'm sure I've said this before, but I'm not the strongest guy, but I can make gains with good technique. You know, I've been training almost 16 years now, and I'm still struggling with the 45 kg dumbbells, but my chest has grown. Back in school, I was like the skinny kid. In all the sports and everything, everyone was way bigger than me. I just hadn't hit puberty yet, late bloomer. What? That was a bad rep. Here we go.
Yeah, finish it, come on, one more, that's it.
That's it for now. I love that slow bit at the end. It's actually making these look harder today.
No, they feel so light.
You're such a bitch, bro. What the hell?
I need to go up.
Why are so you're like intentionally, facial expressions, everything was to try and make it look harder? Well, I struggled. Oxygen in. I always find whenever I take bigger deep breaths in between my sets, it actually helps, you know? Oxygen back into the muscle. Ready to go. Hyping up. Manifesting the gains. Come on. Ah.
Let's work now. Here we go. 3 more with me. Let's go. 3 more with me. And again. Come on, hold them out. Let's go, Ross. One more. Here we go. Dig. Up. Come on, finish it. Finish it. And then down. Let's go. Hold that.
Gosh. Whoa. If you're not lowering your weights extremely slow in that last rep, you're a bitch. Why? You know it's not going well when your cameraman just laughs at you when you pick up the 50s. Fuck's sake. You're probably gonna need your spot, mate. See if I can get him up on my own. Come on!
Oh, you. Easy. Ow. One, come on. Let's go then. Strong 2. Come on. 3. Here we go. Come on, big chest. 4. 2 more with me. Let's go. Come on. Up. One more. Come on, focus and drive. Let's go. Up. Come on. Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Good rep.
Good rep. That was probably the worst rep I've ever done.
Good rep.
Oh. What are you laughing at so much? So obviously I did ego lift in that last one, so I don't recommend that. Oh God, I hit my fucking knee, bro. Sorry. So for an extremely long time on every single press exercise, I would have my elbows extremely flared out, which is putting too much tension on my shoulders. The main key factor in doing a press is to bring those elbows in slightly, shoulder blades back and chest out. It's gonna put all the tension on your chest rather than your shoulders. So rather than be out here, have those elbows tucked in and be pushing through into the middle with a good squeeze. So no more of this and more of this. Into exercise number 2, which is now gonna be a press, but for the shoulders, exact same sort of thing as we did for the chest. Keep in line with the same sort of reps, same sort of sets.
Control, good. 7, 8, come on.
That's the benefits of having a training partner. I started my reps like too fast, and he said, control, slow it down. I just put more control into my reps, you know? Sometimes you just need reminding of even the smallest adjustments. 10 kg a side up. Machines are always good to load up and go a little bit heavier because they're moving through one direct motion. So you're not gonna be using as many assisted muscles. I'm just not strong, so it doesn't matter what I load up or not. So the new extremely meaningful tattoo that I got covering my bicep is the footprint of my little boy. So he has a footprint of a little boy, and now it's turning into a man's foot. From little foot to big foot. Little foot, big foot. James is a sex addict, so. All right, last set.
Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on.
7. Come on. 8. Finish it. Go.
So the reps can beat you as long as you're going to complete failure, baby. All right, we've done our first 2 big movements, one for chest, one for shoulders, and now we're gonna be supersetting them together. So we're gonna do a chest fly, high to low, into a cable upright row. Lots of the time when I see people doing flies, their shoulders are raised up. The same sort of principle as when you're doing the press. You want your elbows more down, scooping into the middle. So bringing them back here rather than up here. So shoulders, elbows down on my chest now. No rest, straight into shoulders. I love supersets. Even after all my years of training, to this day, I'm still learning. Even the smallest adjustments can make the biggest difference. So if in your chest training, you're making some of the mistakes that I've shown you, then try the adjustments I've shown you and your chest will grow. The only muscle I neglected throughout my years of training are my forearms. You know, I trained every other muscle, but until like a couple months ago, I hadn't really trained my forearms, I hadn't isolated them. So I've started doing it now. And I was just talking to that guy over there because he was doing such a massive weight with that motion. They're not that small, back off. Did you up the weight? Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, with the upright row, I used to do the close grip, but I found that just ruined my shoulders. So by going wide, just puts a little bit more tension on the side and also keeps it a bit more safe. What's next on the menu, they say? I think we'll do this flat press machine. It's extremely weird. It's got like 3 different points you can put the plates on. The bottom, the middle, and the top. For some reason, I only like it when they're on the middle. The tension feels weird on any other position. Have a look. You put the weights back here, in the middle, or at the top. I don't really know the difference, but obviously the tension's different throughout the motion. I just keep it on the middle, straightforward and basic. All this fancy shit ain't for me. What are you doing? I don't know if this makes a difference to you guys, but if it's a 20 kg plate, it has to be the same 20 kg plate.
Can't be this, can't be the opposite.
Like, it can't be a different one. You know? Has to be the same. You can't have one of those and one of those on there and they're both the same over there. Has to be equal. Even when getting a good position on a machine, it's key that you have it in line in the right place. So here, I'm obviously way too far forward. I need to move further back. I want my elbows to be dropped in. I don't want my elbows to be out. So get that positioning right. Shoulder blades back, chest out, elbows slightly in. I love a suicide grip. I never have my thumb round. I find I can get more tension through my palms if it's here. If I have my hand here, the tension is going more through my thumb area. But if I'm in a suicide grip, I get more tension through my palms, which is taking a bit more tension on the chest, baby. Disclaimer though, if you do a suicide grip on bench press and it falls on you, it's not my fault. I've never had it happen to me, and even if it did fall on me, I can't lift that much, so it'll probably just bounce off my chest anyways. I'm doing that thing again. I'm doing that thing again where I'm just trying to keep up with you. It's silly. God. Training smart. Lowering the weight because obviously I wasn't getting the reps I wanted. I was only getting around 5 or 6. And I'm not getting the mind to muscle connection I want. So anytime you start to fail too early or you start to lose the feeling, lower the weight. Mind to muscle over how much you're lifting if you want to make gains. Come on. That's so true. I'm not even joking. There's like, see 16-year-olds in this gym lifting more than me, for goodness sake. Because I'm having such a good session, I completely forgot to superset the last exercise. So we did flat press. And now we're coming into another shoulder exercise. Absolutely love this machine for the side delts. If you have one, use it. Oh, the key with this machine is to focus on pushing through your elbows. Your hands aren't really doing anything. You know, you want to be pushing up through those arms rather than using your hands. You know, you want to be pushing through those elbows, which is going to put more tension on your shoulder. We're back into another chest exercise, and this has dumbbell fly. The same sort of principle I've been talking about. Rather than having those elbows pointed out, we want to have them slightly turned in, more tension on the chest, and then scooping up into the middle. So rather than coming out wide, we're coming inside here, more tension on the chest. Instantly, I can feel it as soon as I put the weights over. Stretch and squeeze. Full range of motion. I mean, come on. I see too many people doing presses here. Nah, we're almost touching chest on the flies. We're getting a full stretch. That is what it's all about. You're gonna get more muscle growth with a bigger, deeper stretch. Now we're into some dumbbell front raises. I don't often do these. I like to lay off my front delts and not overdo them just for injury basis, and they get hit during mostly every single chest exercise. But yes, I'm gonna be coming up in a hammer position. That's gonna put more tension on the front of the shoulders, rather than if I'm turning the dumbbell when I come up, it's gonna put more on the side lateral head. Yeah. Getting to the end of the workout now, and this is where it really matters. Push through those last sets. And finally, the last exercise we're doing, chest dips, not tricep dips, chest dips. So when doing tricep dips, you're gonna be more up straight. But when looking to hit your chest more, you want to lean over. I have nothing left. That was a big old workout. Set number 37. Have to finish on a completed rep. Oh, finally completed. Let's see what the pump's saying. I'm not even joking. I feel like I've been here so long, I've actually gone on the flip side of the pump. It's actually gone the other way now, but we'll see. Not gonna lie, I almost pass out every time I tense. Oh my gosh, tensing's harder than training. The most neglected part of training, your post-workout stretching. It is just such a key factor. It's also nicer just to walk out the gym when you're not still shaking from your last set. So take that 10 minutes, take that 5 minutes even, and just do a 5-10 minute stretch at the end. You walk out the gym feeling better. And obviously I told you guys about my lower back pain, so I've got to keep that stretching consistent, just to help keep it loose and not tighten up. After every session is whenever it gets worse, because whenever I train, it warms up and it gets loose. Then I get home and it just goes shunk and just stiffens up. But I hope you guys like that workout. I'm gonna be posting loads more workouts, but keep the comments coming of videos you guys wanna see. Subscribe, you know the vibes. I'm on fire.